got some really good players now, and they're beating a lot of good teams. So I think it really just started to kind of change right around that time.
TJ Lang with us here, 97.1 The Ticket. If you have any questions for TJ, 248-539-9797. Ticket text 97136. One Pride mix from Cars Nuts. Almonds, cashews, butter toffee peanuts, cherry-flavored cranberries, and cocoa candies are selling at the Sheard Ford Field and in supermarket. It's really good.
Very good.
Yeah, I've tried it here as well.
I like the cranberries in there.
Yeah, you can't really chew while you're on the radio, I've learned, but
incredibly affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, this Cars Nuts been around since
affordable.
1933.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they were selling. I think they were one of the first people to sell peanuts outside of the original Tiger State.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, live read city.
And he wants to get to talking with TJ back on the website, which would be fantastic. That was a great segment.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Had a lot of fun with it.
Oh, yeah, no, you did. I remember the first year you were here, there was the theme all year long was you just couldn't afford chairs.
Yeah.
And it ended with the final episode, Stafford in a throne.
Yeah, in a throne.
In a throne.
Yeah, we got that from like a prop company from the Thanksgiving Day Parade or something that brought it in, but it was fun, you know, and I know the guys enjoy doing it because you get to see a different side of these guys. I mean, when I did the Stafford interview, there were so many people that were like, I've never seen that side of him.
That's exactly
you know
what I was going to
like,
say.
He always seems so kind of boring and serious and just kind of blah, but when they watch that episode, they're like, man, you get a different kind of appreciation for a guy because you see maybe his sense of humor, you see, you know, what his hobbies are, his intelligence. I mean, it's just something that gives you the normal fan a chance to see these guys behind closed doors.
There was an article in the Ringer, and I was stunned to find that Billions was his favorite show. He didn't ever seem to be like a Billions guy. He talked about his beer chugging and how he's, I think Marvin Jones or somebody said he's the fastest guy in the league, not just because of the video when he did the Aaron Rodgers thing. Yeah. What is, I mean, look, you live here. He's a polarizing figure. Mm-hmm. You know, the argument, does he have enough weapons? Is it his fault? Yada, yada, yada. What about Matthew Stafford that we just don't know or don't get?
I think the first thing that comes off is obviously the passion. I mean, it's stuff that, you know, I watch his press conferences now and I see kind of from a different point of view.
Right.
Because I used to see him every day in the meeting rooms and at practice and before the games, and man, the guy just like, he's just so intense all the time. He's just so passionate about the game. And I know that the one big knock on him is people want to see him like that, you know, maybe in the public eye. Right. I don't think necessarily that's super important. I think as long as his teammates, as long as his coaches kind of know what kind of guy he is, I mean, the guy wants to win. You know, there's no doubt about that. I mean, the guy is just like one of the toughest players I've ever played with, one of the most passionate guys I've ever played with. He wants to win. He doesn't want to win for himself to kind of prove everybody wrong over the last 10 years, but he wants to do it for the city, man. He really does.
That's TJ Lang. He's with us here on 97.1 The Ticket. We got a phone call for you here. Dennis in Warren, you are on 97.1 The Ticket with TJ Lang. What's up, Dennis?
Good morning, everyone. I got a question for TJ.
What's up, Dennis?
Green Bay Packers released your former teammate, Mike Daniels. I read in an article that during his visit here with the Lions, with which he eventually signed, you were present. Just curious to know, what was your pitch?
Yeah, so I talked to, you know, a couple guys from the Lions when Mike Daniels got released, and it was just like, tell us what kind of guy Mike Daniels is. You know, do you think he'd fit in with the team? And I said, absolutely. I love the guy. He was my favorite teammate for 6 years. I mean, I think he brings a lot of toughness, brings a lot of attitude that really, you know, this whole city will appreciate and can love. So when it kind of got the feeling that, you know, they might have taken a crack at him, I called Mike Daniels. I was texting back and forth, and really the one thing I kept saying was, you got Trey Flowers, you know, you got Snacks, you got, you know, Deshaun Hand who's coming on, you got even Ashawn who's been playing really good football. You add Mike Daniels to that mix. I mean, this takes not only this defensive line, but this whole defense to a whole new level, and a whole new level of just productivity, and a whole new level of toughness and attitude. It just epitomizes what Detroit sports is about. So I know he mentioned that, you know, I was maybe a small part of the reason why he came here, but we had that trust back and forth. He knew I wasn't going to call him and tell him, hey, come here, you're going to love it here, and then he gets here and he hates it. You know, so I think we had that bond and we had that trust, and I talked to him last week, and everything from him sounds like it's a perfect fit. So I'm excited to have him here.
Toughest defensive lineman you ever went against?
Ooh, ever. Wow.
Or one did you just, every time you looked across the line, you're like, oh, God, this guy.
Yeah. Early career, probably Justin Smith from San Fran.
Yeah.
You know, the guy was only about 280 playing D-tackle, but the absolute strongest guy I've ever, you know, played against and ever seen. The first game I was starting, actually, I think it was 2011, San Fran played the Saints, and at this time the Saints had Carl Nix and Jari Evans, who were like the all pros, and Justin Smith was literally like carrying them into Drew Brees. That was like, if he's doing this to these guys, what's he going to do to me? He was the strongest guy. I think later in my career, the last couple of years, I think honestly, Akeem Hicks from Chicago has really kind of turned his career around, and he's just kind of up there with Justin Smith as far as strength and knowledge and quickness for a 360-pounder. He's a tough guy to handle.
All right, TJ, we appreciate you, giving us like a loan from Valenti. Now we'll give you back to Mike's. We know you're his property.
It was actually like a lot smoother in here, a lot more calm. Nobody was yelling at me. Nobody was yelling.
Well, it's in the morning, you know.
Yeah.
It takes a few hours to get fired up.
Laid back. Thanks a lot, TJ.
Yeah,
Great to see you.
All right,
there he is, TJ Lang, joining us here, 97.1 The Ticket. Big congratulations go out to our friends at the LaFontaine Automotive Group. They're expanding once again. Yes, the family deal gets bigger and bigger. Now they have their third dealership in the Lansing market with their all-new LaFontaine Buick GMC of Lansing, now offering new and GM-certified pre-owned sales, service parts, and accessories. What a great family to have leading the automotive retail experience here in Michigan. They personalize the car buying experience, and they do so much for the communities they serve. I was at the grand opening of the LaFontaine location in Fenton a couple months ago, and you can just feel the connection that they have with their communities, with their employees. When they say family deal, it's not just a catchphrase. They want to connect with you, they want to connect their families, and they want to connect with the communities in which they have dealerships. To learn more and to shop thousands of new and certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's very simple. Go to the web and go to familydeal.com. Familydeal.com today. It's LaFontaine, the family deal. It's not just what you get, it's how you feel.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, 1-800-CALL-SAM. There's a couple of accidents along I-94 heading westbound at Telegraph is where you'll find an accident blocking the right shoulder as you're heading into construction. Heading eastbound, you're also going to see delays through road work, and also 94 eastbound at Connor, there was an accident blocking the right shoulder. In Macomb County, Old Van Dyke heading northbound just north of 26 Mile Road. All lanes are reported blocked due to a crash. I'm Michelle Pena in the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Now available for download. Always Aggravated. A Mike Valenti signature podcast. Get it on radio.com and Apple iTunes.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. When you need help, you turn to family. Every day we fight for families like yours because we are family.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
Hundreds of reasons to attend Metro Boat Show.
Boating is affordable family fun. Huge late season savings on ski boats, pontoons, cruisers, fishing boats, and more. September 12th through 15th. Lake St. Clair Metro Park.
Tickets at metroboatshow.net. Getting the kids back to school is tricky, but making dinner is easy with great deals at Meijer. Right now, family pack chicken drumsticks and thighs are only 88 cents per pound. Lean Cuisine frozen meals are 5 for $10, and cracked shredded cheese is 2 for $4. Plus, save the leftovers for lunch. Rubbermaid food storage is buy one, get one 50% off. Back to school dinners are easier with great deals at Meijer. Why pay more? Exclusions apply. See all the deals in the Meijer app.
This is Roberta Jacina. Isn't it amazing to think about all the things we learned in school that we never used again? But what about the really important stuff our classes didn't cover, like proper financial know-how? Bank of America has you covered with tips on saving and budgeting and all the better money habits needed to reach your goals, whether you're planning for a big purchase or for your future. Bank of America is there to guide you. I know because I've been a Bank of America customer for over 20 years. What would you like the power to do? Take the next step today and learn more at bankofamerica.com.
Helen, she's loved every minute of her 76 years. From childhood dance recitals to summer vacations up north to building a family with her high school sweetheart. Helen has a lifetime of memories stashed away in her heart. But we know what makes it tick, what makes it flutter. You see, in some ways, we know Helen's heart better than she does. At the Henry Ford Heart and Vascular Institute, our internationally renowned team is using 4D imaging and 3D printing to understand your heart inside and out, using prediction modeling to give you better outcomes, and pioneering new pathways of hope, like how we fixed Helen's inoperable condition without any incisions. People from all over the world come to the Henry Institute, searching for solutions to incurable problems. We have our fingers on the pulse of what's next, all so you don't miss a beat. Discover what we can do for you at henryford.com/3dheart. Henry Ford Health System, all for you.
Hey, are you still looking for a job?
Yeah, with no luck.
Well, I heard about a job fair that they're holding on September 9th in Warren for a new automotive logistics warehouse.
How many people are they looking to hire?
They're looking to fill 300 new jobs.
Do you know what positions are available?
Warehouse workers and light assembly positions with no experience necessary. Forklift operators, CDL Class A, local shuttle drivers, administrative support staff, supervisors, operation management, and facility manager. And the pay range is from $40K to $100K depending on the position.
That sounds like something I'd be interested in. Where are they holding the job fair?
The job fair will be held at 11955 East 9 Mile Road, the corner of 9 and Hoover in Warren, Monday, September 9th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They encourage everyone to register early to be the first on the list for the 300 new jobs that will be available. You can call 833-JOB4U for more information. That's 833-JOB-FORU.
Hey, thanks for the info. And I will definitely get there early to register.
They say you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so here at Charmin, we decided to sing about it.
Super mega rolls. 6 rolls in one. Got rolls on rolls on rolls. TV for everyone. Shiny rolls got rolls. Super mega rolls. Super mega lasts forever. Shiny rolls got rolls.
Charmin Super Mega Roll is 6 regular rolls in one. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable lives. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Got something to add? Text 971 the ticket now at 97136. Ticket text brought to you by LaFontaine Subaru, home of the family deal. Find over 5,000 new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs daily at familydeal.com. Michigan hosts Army at the Big House. Kickoff tomorrow at noon on radio.com and 97.1 the ticket.
721 on 97.1 the ticket on a Friday morning, broadcasting from the D in Las Vegas, the heart of downtown Vegas. And we turn now to Ms. Vegas herself, Heather Park.
Miss Vegas.
Couldn't get her off the table. She was like dancing with the other dealers.
Oh, well, you know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
But Heather brought her husband.
On the radio.
Heather brought her husband along this year, so she's violating the whole "what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas" because now it's it's now public knowledge.
Yeah, but who do you think put her up on the table? Her husband.
Oh,
jeez.
All right.
Hold on a second. You were thinking a lot dirtier than I was. I just thought he just lifted you on the table and you started dancing on the tables. That's all.
Yeah.
With the dealers.
Yeah.
Because Heather's that kind of woman.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's Vegas. A lot of weird things happen here. People usually don't do.
She says her dancing out here on stage with Vanilla Ice.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
true.
It's restricted only for Vanilla Ice. Yes.
This year, what's it, Wang Chung this year?
I guess so.
The Tubes.
She's gonna be out there with Tommy Two-Tone.
See, though, I don't know those artists very well, so I'll probably stay on the ground for that. But anyway, you guys.
Love the Kings.
Listen to this.
Lola, hello, hello. You never heard that song before?
I don't know that song, so.
Actually, I was gonna mention this.
Okay.
Because I went to the bathroom during the break.
Yes.
And and Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas had been played.
Okay.
I mean, that's 35, that's 40 to 45 years old, that song. Are the songs that, they keep playing over and over like classic rock and roll, how long are they going to keep playing those songs in places like, this? Like 60 years, 70 years? And what songs today?
You have seen the going away from oldies stations. There's not the oldie station there used to be, meaning 50s, 60s music. That has really been, but I don't think classic rock will ever quite go away like that.
Rock and roll will never die.
Yeah, and plus we have our bumpers to keep it alive as well. Yeah, sure.
When's the last time those are?
Yeah. Anyway, Heather, what's going on in the news?
Anyway, let's talk about the news. You guys, listen to this. A Michigan prisoner tried to escape at an I-69 rest stop on Wednesday, but thanks to the quick thinking of a random stranger, he was unsuccessful. So basically, this criminal was being transported from the jail to a court appearance when one of the transportation officers needed to use the bathroom. So they stopped at a rest area, and while one of the officers was inside, this prisoner decided that he also needed to go to the restroom. But he's not allowed to go inside to the rest area, so the other officer who was there jumped out and went to go grab this portable urinal for him, opened the door, and that's when this prisoner basically jumped out and tried to go for the officer's gun. But a random woman saw, and she came over and basically helped restrain this guy.
Wow.
Yeah, and he didn't get away, which is the good news. And he was actually supposed to be released in the year 2037, but now he's most likely facing additional charges.
Yeah, so he was free for approximately, 13 seconds, and now he's going to get 10 more years as tacked onto his sentence? Really?
Exactly, yeah.
I can't believe that the security guys fell for the old, I have to go to the bathroom trick. I mean, that's one of the oldest tricks in the book.
It is, but he did have restraints on.
Yeah, how did he
but
break those restraints?
Somehow he was able to, he didn't break out of them, but was able to move them enough so he could have, he could jump out.
He's
but
the Penn and Teller of criminals.
Exactly, but, it didn't work out so well for